There you go. And you talked about Kirk Cousins. That's a perfect alley oop. That's a perfect alley oop because we got the Vikings next, and
Hey,
we need someone. Kirk needs someone to throw the football to, right? Thielen is not there anymore, right? You got Jefferson rocking out, so I got my guy Quentin Johnston coming out from TCU
I
to
do
the.
too.
Okay, perfect. And I saw you put out on social media a nice little write up on him, on Quentin. But hey, I'll start it off and I'll pass it over to you. But the guy's 6'3", Jake, 208, 40-inch vert, 11-inch broad, right? That sounds like the defensive end we just talked about with Nolan. You got a receiver with the same numbers as a defensive end, so that's insane. So just imagine that receiver going up to go high point of football. That's what you want, right? First team All Big 12 for 2 seasons, national title run. So he's been experienced. And Jake, my comp here, the way he moves his body, and a lot of times we go for these kind of Hall of Fame athletes for the comp, but why not? Let's go big or go home. I got him as a Julio Jones comp. The way he's running, his speed, his burst. I see him coming across the field. And I'm like, his stride length, the way he moves, it reminds me of Julio's. I've seen Julio up front in person and live, and so just seeing his stride length, the way he runs, I'm seeing the Julio comp here, Jake. Like I said, Julio might be a Hall of Famer. The way he's been balling in his career in the NFL, bar to none. But I love the way that this young man and brother Johnson, the way he runs and his elite speed, freak athlete. And like I said, I go Julio Jones. What are your thoughts?
So yeah, so I have Quentin Johnson, like we just talked about. Thielen is in Carolina now. Some would say this is an endorsement of KJ Osborne. Some would say this might be an endorsement of Jalen Reagor. Some people might even say this is an endorsement for Jalen Naylor, who they drafted in the 6th round last year. I would say that basically Adam Thielen was older and they were going in a different direction, and to not hold your breath. KJ Osborne is legit, though. I think he'll be their slot guy. Maybe he plays on the outside. But the reason I went the direction I did with Quentin Johnston, because I think Justin Jefferson is owed a complimentary piece. And when you look at the body that Johnston has, you don't think of a big-bodied receiver being able to move like that after the catch, make guys miss, stop and start. He doesn't play like he looks, and that's also part of the reason why he's not a top 10 pick, because he doesn't use his body enough. He'll use it at times, and I'll see that, but he doesn't use it enough. He's not consistent with his usage of, we talk about boxing out defenders, playing above the rim. He's not consistent in that. So I think he goes to Minnesota. He has NFL coaching. I think they'll be able to coach him up and just be like, hey, man, you look like Tarzan. Don't play like Jane. Go up and high point that football. Take care of yourself, man, because you were built in a lab, my guy. And I think that's my pause, but also kind of it's a flex, but it's also kind of the pause for concern, because it's like, man, you got to use your size more. But Minnesota fans will be going like crazy for this. This guy has serious 1,200 yard potential, but he needs to be able to, put it all together and use his size, because some of the things that he did in college, bodying, like when he's just running into guys, that doesn't work in the NFL. You're playing against these corners that are flying off you like they're nothing. Not every corner in the NFL is going to be 5'7", weigh 160 pounds.